Jim Westlyn, and I want to take a few minutes and talk about some more or less kind of advanced guitar techniques. If you've only been playing just a little while and you might be working on those first few chords, that's great. We hope to see you back soon. But some of this stuff might feel like it's a little ahead of where you're at. What I want to talk about right now, though, is pretty much something any guitarist can use, and that's what you end up doing with your left hand. Now, on the average, most of us have 4 fingers, which is really good. And on the guitar, when I play them, I try very much to use them all as though they're equal. They're not. My little finger's never going to be as strong or as coordinated or as long as the other ones. So the way I accomplish that is by favoring my weaker fingers. I position my hand in a way that makes it so that my little finger has got the easiest job to do. I'm right now in the second position as I'm holding my hand. Positions are always named off of whatever fret your index finger's at, so I'm at the 2nd fret. And I'm leading with my little finger. I'm not reaching up to the 5th fret, I'm slightly reaching back to the 2nd fret. I'm asking my stronger, more coordinated fingers to do a little more of the work, which helps balance my hand out. Now, this is completely unnatural. There's nothing we do in everyday life where we end up using our hands this way. So this will take a little getting used to. But once you get used to it and you find that sweet spot for your hand where your thumb is on the back of the neck, where the bend of your wrist is comfortable, then you're going to find that you're going to be able to use these guys like they're much more balanced. I'm going to take it up the neck a little bit. And I'm going to play a scale here in the 5th position, and I'm going to walk across slowly at first so you can sort of see how my hand's working. Whenever I needed to use my little finger, and to a lesser degree my ring finger, I didn't have to work for it. My finger was in essence already there. Now, I'm going to use the same kind of approach in some respects to playing chords. Now this is an area where I think a lot of guitarists struggle at first, and I think there's a good reason. While we're learning chords, we end up having to build them. If I'm going to play, let's say a G major 7th chord here in the 3rd position, I'm going to put down my index finger and then my middle finger, my ring a little. I need to learn the shape of the chord. Now the problem with that is we can't stay there. Soon as you learn the chord, and as quickly as possible, you want to learn it as a shape. I want to make it so that my fingers are moving all at once. Now, as you're learning it, you basically got to make some adjustments. But soon as you get comfortable, make it so that you get in the practice of grabbing it in a shape. Now I'm going to show you using this chord, again, a G major 7th as an example. I'm going to play the chord, and it's a 4-string chord, although all 6 strings are there. I'm muting, or deadening, I should say, the 1st and the 5th strings. And I'm going to play the chord. I'm going to pick my fingers up off the strings without losing the shape of the chord, and I'm going to put it all down at once. The trick is to make sure it actually is coming all down at once. Just one move. Now, each time I pick it up and put it back down, though, I'm going to play it again to make sure that in the process something didn't wiggle away. I'm going to play the chord, pick the chord up, put it back down, and play it again. As I'm moving through chord changes, and I'm meaning this as I'm doing rhythm, I need to make moves between beats so that it's clean. The only way to do that is to make sure that I've got every chord that I've learned as a shape. Now I'm going to make one more little, kind of a general comment here. If you are playing with any kind of tension in what you're doing, you want to find the best way to release it. As I'm doing things, and I think this pertains mostly to guys playing bar chords, where one finger is holding down some strings. Here's just like a regular G major chord. It's easy to press really hard, and in the process your hand fatigues, you're working hard, your muscles in your forearm and maybe your wrist, and in my teaching, I've had students tell me, oh man, my hand hurts really bad. Well, you're working too hard. Find that way to release the tension. While you're playing, you're always kind of looking for trouble. You're looking for the easiest and best ways to do things. And if you find tension in anything you're doing, bar chords are a good place to look, you want to try to find the best way to release it. So, I'm Jim Westlyn. Come back and check out some of my other videos.